Family, this is your boy Dallas Cowboy coming to you from Family First. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I plan to bring you guys some great content moving forward. We're going to get right into it, man. The schedule is out, guys. The schedule is out, and I'm going to break down some specific games, but I want to go through the schedule real quick, man. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be transparent. I shot a 30-minute show and didn't know I had the mic off. So that's why I'm starting late. So you guys probably gonna see this after 8 o'clock. So y'all forgive me for that. Now, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to my subscribers. You guys have been rocking with me from day one. I am close. I'm close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So guys, please hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell so you can get my fresh content when I put it out. So let's get it going. So let's talk about the schedule, man. Let's talk about the schedule. Now, the first game, we all know who we play in the first game. We got the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night, September 4th. I'm going to get into that in a minute, but I want to go through this schedule. The second game, I don't know what it is with the NFL with them Giants, but we got to have the Giants either the first or the second game every year. We got the New York Football Giants at the game of the year. That's going to be a good game because the Giants defense, hey, they ain't playing around. They ain't playing around. We're going to talk about that in a second too. Third game, we got the Chicago Bears. Now, we got the revamped Chicago Bears. You know, the quarterback, he had a decent year. He was a rookie last year. He done got him some weapons this year. So we got to watch out for them Bears this year as well. So that's going to be pretty good. This is what I love. Every year, it seems, we go to Green Bay. Guess what? Green Bay coming to us this year. Fourth game of the year, Green Bay Packers. That's what's happening next year in Green Bay. We're going to see what it do with Green Bay. And I hope we can pay them back for that debacle that happened with Mike McCarthy. Was that his last game? It should have been his last game. But that debacle that happened in the playoffs with Green Bay, we need to pay these jokers back. We really do. So let's get into it. Now, the Jets are game 6. I think that's a win. They don't have a quarterback, number one. Aaron Rodgers is, I think, past his time. So, you know, it is what it is. We're going to move on. Now, the next game, we come to our division, Commanders, 7th game of the year. That's going to be a good one. We're going to see where we are at that time. The 8th game, we got the Broncos. We got the Denver Broncos at the 8th game. I think we go to Denver for that game as well. We got a Monday night football game after that, the Cardinals. That'll be the 9th game of the year. 9th game of the year, the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, Clayton Adams came from the Cardinals. I want him to make a statement game against them Cardinals when we play them. Now, after that game, we have a bye. We have a bye at the 10th game of the season. I think that's an excellent bye because that's time in the middle of the season. We got some time to rest some guys down. We got 4 Thursday night games, guys. 4 Thursday night games. So that's going to be crazy, man. So after the bye, we play the Raiders. So after the Raiders game, that's when the gauntlet begins. We play the Eagles with the 12th game. That's going to be a tough game. That's the second time we're going to face them, right? Then after that, on Thanksgiving, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. That's going to be a tough game. And I love that they put that game there. We're going to get in that in a second. After that game, on Thursday night, we got the Detroit Lions. But I ain't finished. After that Lions game on Thursday night, we got to play them Vikings. The Vikings was a playoff team. So we got a nice little set of games that we got to get through. So after that Vikings game, we got the Chargers with the 16th game. And after that, we got the Commanders again. Commanders with the 17th game. And we end the season with the Football Giants. You guys tell me what you think. That schedule isn't easy at all. We got a tough schedule, guys. We're facing the last 2 Super Bowl winners, the Chiefs and the Eagles. Eagles, of course, is a division team, but nonetheless, we're facing the last 2 Super Bowl winners. That's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough season. But if we can get through it, we're going to be ready for them playoffs. Now, let's break down this Eagles game. Now, we finally got somebody on the other side of CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens, welcome to Dallas, my guy. Let's do it, man. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to be amazing. This wide receiver combo, all we need is Dak to drive the bus. That's all we need. I'm going to break down exactly who we got You got CeeDee Lamb on the left-hand side, right? He's probably going to be roaming that slot, right? Then you got Pickens on the right, right? Then you got Jake Ferguson in the middle. And I'm going to tell you, when Dak was deadly, he used Jake Ferguson up that middle, up that seam. That's when he was deadly. Now, the offensive line has been improved with Tyler Booker. Now you got Cooper Beebe, Tyler Smith, and we got to get Guyton and Steele up to par. And I think Clayton Adams is going to do that. I think he's going to work with these guys and get these guys back on track. So I think we're going to be really formidable for them Eagles. It ain't going to be no cakewalk. And I'm calling for an upset. I'm going to tell you right now. I know the Eagles say we're delusional. That's fine. I'll stay delusional. But I know Dak is 9-4 against y'all. I know that. Can't lie about that now. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in your back pocket. Okay? Because we coming. Right? Now, I'm not going to hate on the Eagles. Eagles are the world champions. Jalen Carter, I'm a Georgia Bulldog. I know about Jalen Carter. I know about Nolan Smith. I know how dangerous they was going to be when they got into the league. And you know what? Underrated? Nolan Smith. See, he was a leader at Georgia. And I was worried about when he went to the Eagles because the Eagles, if you look at it, they ain't nothing but a bunch of Georgia Bulldogs over there. And when you have their leader, which is Nolan Smith, come and join the team, he's the glue. He pushed them boys to be great. That's what he's about. Nolan Smith has always been about greatness, right? He's always been about becoming the best version of themselves. And I know he's going to help them boys reach their full potential. I ain't think he's going to win the Super Bowl like that, but Nolan Smith is a big part of that, right? And so I'm going to give the Eagles their credit. They drafted 2 rookie cornerbacks last year. I mean, they really knock it out the box because those rookies stepped up. They played like all pros last year as rookies. So they ain't no joke. I ain't going to sit there and hold it on the Eagles. I'm not a homer. I'm going to give you your credit, but I'm going to say this. Y'all ain't faced this kind of Cowboy team. This is all new, and we're catching y'all when you know nothing about our offense. See, if you'd have caught us in the middle of the season, y'all to watch some games, and y'all could determine what we was going to do. Y'all don't have that. You got to think, and you got to guess what we going to do. You don't know what Brian Schottenheimer going to do, right? You don't know what Clayton Adams is going to do. We got Jadon Blue back there, a guy run 4-2, running back. We got Pickens. You can say what you want about Pickens. Pickens don't drop the ball, and he make fantastic catch. He's one of the best bad ball catchers in the league. We don't talk about that enough, but this man don't drop nothing. And you know CeeDee gonna eat. You know that, right? Y'all gonna catch this work. Trust me on that. Y'all gonna catch this work. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about them football giants. The second game of the year. Now, don't sleep on the Giants. Giants got a good defense, man. They got that boy Andre Carter now that add to what they already had. Oh, they got a defensive line that ain't no joke. I'm not concerned about that as much, but I am concerned about those ends, Steele and Guyton. See, when you got a 3-head monster like they got on their defense, they're going to work them tackles, and they got to be up to par. Clayton Adams, you got to do your magic on them tackles, bro, because they coming for them tackles. That's the only way the Giants will win that game. I also think that Jackson Dart will win the quarterback position from day one. He got a little bit of Josh Allen in him. I see it. He's not Josh Allen by no means, but he got legs. He got a strong arm. He's smart. He got a little bit of Josh Allen in him. And Brian Daboll has a family member who was coaching him in Mississippi. So they got ties. They know what they was doing. So don't be surprised if Jackson Dart is a starting quarterback over Russell Wilson starting the season. And if he is, we're going to beat the bricks off him. We're going to beat the bricks off him anyway with Jackson Dart or Russell Wilson, Simmons, whatever his name. We're going to beat the bricks off him. That's what I look at. That's how I see it. All right, let's get into this Chiefs game. The Chiefs game is going to be on Thanksgiving. That's going to be one of the best Thanksgiving games in years. The Chiefs and the Cowboys? You know what the Raiders going to be like on that? Man, I cannot wait. And I want to tell you guys why the George Pickens pickup was one of the best moves we made in the last, let's say, 10 years. See, there's something about having that second wide receiver when you're moving in the direction of a championship. Let me take you back. See, I came up in the era as Roger Staubach as a quarterback. We had the Hall of Famer Drew Pearson over here, right? A lot of people know Drew Pearson, right? A lot of people talk about Drew Pearson, but nobody talks about who that other receiver was on the other side of Drew Pearson. You guys know who he was? His name was Tony Hill. He was one of my favorite players. Tony Hill wasn't no joke. He wasn't a number 2. He was 1B. Drew Pearson was 1A. Tony Hill was 1B. Tony Hill was the truth, man. He can go long, he can go short, cross the middle, whatever you want. He had it. He had number 80. Nobody talks about Tony Hill. This dude was amazing for us. Now let's fast forward to the next era of championships. We had Michael Irvin on the left-hand side, right? Who did he have on the right? Alvin Harper. Alvin Harper was the deep threat. Alvin Harper was the one who took it across the middle. He could take it to the house. See, we had that second wide receiver as a threat. We needed that, right? Because, you know, we had Eminem in the backfield running the ball, Troy throwing the ball, but you needed that other wide receiver there to have that big threat. Now let's get to today. We have our future Hall of Famer in CeeDee Lamb, right? Yeah, he will be in the Hall of Fame. If he keeps going on the route and the pace he's going, he will get into the Hall of Fame, right? So you got him on that side. Now you got George Pickens. 1A, 1B. That's all you need. The history tells you that you needed a second wide receiver as a threat to take this team to the next level. And that's what we did. Tony Hill, Drew Pearson, Alvin Harper, Michael Irvin, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. The history of the combo receivers in Dallas leads you to a Super Bowl. And that's what we hope to get. All right, guys, let's move on to the holiday games. We got 2 holiday games. Of course, we're going to be on Thanksgiving, right? We do it every year. We playing the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. But now, we playing on Christmas too. I don't know how I feel about that because Christmas is for my family, right? But them Cowboys going to be on TV. You know, when them Cowboys on TV, I love my family. They love me. But they know I got a problem. They know when them Cowboys come on, I got to somehow sneak away and spend some time with them Cowboys. All right, guys, I want to go into a segment of my show called Fan Spotlight. And what Fan Spotlight is when I take a comment from one of my followers and put it on the screen to show them love, show them respect, and show them that I appreciate them supporting the platform. Now, this particular spotlight, we got 2 comments, all right? Now, this comment is coming from Chatty I5P, and he said, "Shot is a good hire, bro. Think about it. His dad is a legend, grew up with a legend, been in the game for a minute. I love Marty Ball, man. I really love Marty Schottenheimer as a head coach. He had Cleveland right there. They just didn't finish, man. So I've always loved him as a head coach. So I appreciate your comment, man." My second comment is coming from a follower. His name is Gabriel Mark 6369. He says the George Pickens trade has the ESPN haters and Cowboy haters crying out loud and expressing their feelings. You right, man. You right, Gabriel, man. These jokers, they really don't like it because even though they want us to be on TV, they don't really want us competitive. They don't want us near the brink of getting to that next level. This George Pickens trade was a huge, huge piece. And I think they are a little upset about that. Man, I appreciate y'all guys' support and keep rocking with me, man. I got some more things for y'all to come. All right, guys, let me give you my final comments. Now, let's face it. We got 4 really, really tough games starting in November with the Eagles, with the Chiefs, with the Lions, and the Vikings. I think those 4 games will determine where we go this season.